importing multiple members into the I'm Responding system. In the Administrative Functions section, we're going to go to the option that says Manage Members, and then choose Import Multiple Members. You can import up to 100 members at a time. We recommend that you test this with maybe 1 or 2 members to make sure that you have the process correct before you try importing all of them. Step number 1, you first want to make sure that you download our pre-formatted Excel spreadsheet, and you're going to do so by clicking on the link here. We'll get to that in just a moment. After the spreadsheet is downloaded, you're going to fill in the information, and then you're going to save that spreadsheet to your computer. Step number 2, you're going to hit Choose File and select that spreadsheet from your computer's file database. You're then going to upload that file to the I'm Responding program. You need to make sure that your pop-up blocker is turned off. Otherwise, you will not see the next step that occurs. Let's download that spreadsheet. Once you have the spreadsheet open, please do not change the format of the spreadsheet in any way. Please do not delete any of the columns, even though you may plan on not using them. Leave them exactly as they are so that it can be imported into our system accurately. Following the headings in row 1, we're going to fill in information in row 2. Similar to when you're adding a member normally, we create the username and password based off of the member's first name and member's last name. Because of that, there are some requirements for columns A and B. You must have at least 2 letters. Please try to avoid using symbols or apostrophes or commas. They can be added into the member's name for proper representation after the member has been imported. If I have a friend whose name is AJ, I don't want to put periods after the letters. We are just going to put the letters A, J. If the member's last name is O'Neill, that apostrophe could cause an issue in the import, so please import the member without the apostrophe. It can be added after the import process is completed. Columns C through F are just the member's address. If you want to include it, it is not required. The email address is very important in this area. As we discussed in a previous video, when you're importing the members, we're going to send them an email with their login credentials. So an accurate email address is very important. When you put in an email address and then leave that field, that email address may turn into a hyperlink. That hyperlink will be seen as a format change. So please click on that email address and choose the option to remove the hyperlink. Spreadsheet needs to be plain text only. In any of the fields for phone numbers, you're not going to use any punctuation, just the 10 digits. In the text message address field, you need to know what the text message address is. For the purpose of this spreadsheet, we don't have that quick reference list for you, so you might want to open it prior to opening the spreadsheet. The text message address is, as we've already discussed, the 10-digit phone number, followed by the domain for the carrier. As I mentioned a minute ago, when you leave this field, it's going to turn the text message address into a blue hyperlink. We want to remove the blue hyperlinks. As you see, as we go across the spreadsheet, there's a lot of extra information here, emergency contacts and so forth, that you can fill in if you wish to. As an absolute basic for putting members in with a bulk member import, all you need is their first name, their last name, and an accurate email address. When you import this spreadsheet, members will get an email telling them that they have been registered, and it's going to give them their login information as well as a couple paragraphs of instructions on what they need to do next. Once you've finished this spreadsheet, remember no more than 100 names on the list. You're going to want to save this to your computer. Once you have completed the Excel spreadsheet, we're going to upload it to the system. Under step number 2, we're going to choose the file from your computer's file database. Once the file has been selected, choose Upload File. If nothing happens, your pop-up blocker is active. You need to turn the pop-up blocker off. Depending on what web browser you are using, you can go into the browser settings and make sure that pop-ups are allowed. Once the pop-up blocker has been turned off, we're going to reselect our file from the computer database and click the button to Upload File. What this will do now is open up a new box with a list of all the members' information for you. If you're not seeing this window, is your pop-up blocker, and that needs to be turned off. You can verify that all the information here is correct, and then select the button to import members. As soon as you select this button, Anyone on that list will have an email sent to the email address listed telling them that they've been registered for I'm Responding, and it will provide them with their login information and instructions on what they can do next to complete their profile. You can see a message at the top of the screen: members have been updated successfully. You have just imported your members, and you'll now see your members listed under the Manage Members, Edit a Member section.